Thank you, Mary Jane. Eh? Wow. When we think of Canada, what do we think of? Any suggestions? What do you guys think of?
Syrup.
Maple syrup, yeah.
Maple syrup,
Pass the back bacon, egg.
Canadian bacon, overly nice people,
Justin Bieber.
free healthcare, Justin
Ryan
Bieber.
Gosling.
Free healthcare.
Well, my significant other decided earlier this year we wanted to plan a trip to Alberta, Canada. A province that's located midwest of Canada. It's slightly northwest from Los Angeles. We flew into Calgary, which is a major city in Alberta. So this is Alberta, this is Los Angeles, so it's northwest. And we flew into Calgary, and then we went to Banff National Park and Jasper National Park, which is along the way. They're connected to each other. So it's not too far from us, in case you ever want to check it out. But we flew into Calgary, which is a major city in Alberta. I'm going to stand this way so you can see better. I want to talk about 3 points from my trip. I'm going to keep it simple. Where we went, what we did, and maybe some tips if you want to go one day. So this was my first time visiting Canada, most specifically Banff National. Has anyone ever heard of Banff? Okay, cool, good, a lot of people. So it just happens to be their 150-year anniversary. And so in lieu of the celebration, Canada is deciding that they wanted to offer free admission to all of their national parks. Look how friendly they are, they're so nice. You can already see it right there. Which is pretty cool because I really like hiking and exploring new territories. Because the admission was free, we decided to see Banff, see Jasper, and take advantage of the whole situation. So those are the two most famous parks in Alberta. These two parks are connected by the Icefield Parkway, which is basically a road that's winding through the mountains, and it has beautiful lakes and really scenic glaciers along the way. So this is one of my favorite lakes. It's Payero Lake, and I really had a good time. We hiked over there. It took about an hour, but we got there, and it was really beautiful. We got to see this beautiful, this beautiful lake, and you can see how green and blue it is, and that's due to a combination of the repositories from granite and quartz, and it mixes in with the glaciers that melted from 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. So yeah, we took some awesome pictures and really enjoyed our trip. So the Icefield Parkway connects both of the parks. It's supposed to be one of the most scenic roads in Canada. It took about 3 hours to drive from Banff National to Jasper National. We drove through Banff and saw various lakes and various glaciers. The mountain had endless fields of evergreen trees, as you can tell. They grow everywhere on the mountains, and it's just really beautiful. It's kind of like Seattle if you've ever been to Seattle. It's really nice. 3 of my favorite lakes were Lake Louise, which is one of the major lakes in Banff, Lake Murano, and Lake Payero, which was the first one we just saw. So it's really scenic and beautiful. We didn't want to spend a lot of time doing restaurants and shopping and touristy things. We were in nature, so we wanted to take advantage of the hikes, take advantage of the lakes and the scenic views while we were there. Our goal was to go to bed early so we can wake up at dawn and watch the sunrise against the backdrop of the mountains. That's me hanging out on the top, just taking it in. So a few tips to consider. Maybe look at the weather conditions before you go, so you know it's going to rain or snow or what kind of conditions. When we went, there was a lot of fires in British Columbia, which is the province next to Alberta. So at times it was kind of cloudy to see the mountains from all the smoke. You want to bring a good pair of hiking boots. There's going to be a lot of different terrain. You're going to go uphill, downhill, a lot of rocks and gravel and dirt. So I don't know if a regular pair of tennis shoes are gonna do, but bring a good pair of hiking boots and some good socks. You also want to bring some comfortable clothes. You're going to be hiking and traveling throughout the day. Bring some comfortable clothes so you're not going to be sweating and not feeling like you're wearing the right apparel. You also want to bring a great camera. There's a lot of beautiful scenes out there. A lot of really nice lakes and mountains and like really good hiking trails. So you want to document that. Maybe a GoPro also. We wanted to maximize our trip, so we made a detailed itinerary. we had an objective of what we wanted to see, what we wanted to do throughout the day, and how to maximize our time in the most efficient manner. It's not a bad idea to bring a compass or a first aid kit. It's nature. You never know what's going to happen. Also some bug spray. Tons of mosquitoes up there. Also have some snacks and a Camelback. I don't know if you know guys what a Camelback is, but it's just a backpack with a water reserve in the back, and it's a tube that comes down. You want to have a lot of water while you're hiking and snacks. I was binging on beef jerky like it was going out of production. You also want to make sure your devices are charged. You're in nature, so you don't know if you get lost or whatnot, so you want to make sure that you have communication to the outside land if you need to. This is Lake Moraine. This is one of my favorite pictures. This is called the 10 Peaks Lake also, because there's 10 different mountain peaks you can see in a panoramic view. So it's really beautiful. A lot of the hikes that we did, we looked at the map, we looked at some of the trails, and we made sure that we knew where we were going. Yeah, I had a really good time in Alberta. I highly recommend it. It's not too far. It was only a 2.5-hour flight, and once we got there, I didn't have any reception, so I was that tourist that was asking everybody where Wi-Fi is. Try to connect with people. So this is Lake Louise. That's the entrance to Banff. It's about an hour west of Calgary. So Calgary is the main city, and then Edmonton is right above that. As we were going through Icefield Parkway, I noticed so many people were biking and hiking, and they were really taking advantage of their summer trips. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to go back and see some more provinces. I want to check out Vancouver. I heard that's a really cool city, and check out British Columbia as well. So these are some of the pictures we took. This is Lake Moraine. It's really beautiful. As you can see, the smoke from British Columbia was coming in, so the clouds are really disrupted. And we drove through the Icefield Parkway. It took about 3 hours, but there was a lot of beautiful scenes throughout the way. I have a map. This is Icefield Parkway, so you can see a lot of glaciers that are melted. Glaciers have been around for tens of hundreds of years, and a lot of them are melted by now, but there's still some that are on the peak that's still icy. But overall, our trip was great. I recommend it. Just make sure you bring the right essential things, and you should have a good time. Thanks.
Thank you.